Hello, friends and family of Life's Journey United Church of Christ. I'm here to share my midweek reflection or devotional with you on behalf of the church. Before I share it, I want to remind you that we are going to be having a special Maundy Thursday celebration of Jesus' Last Supper, the last meal he had before his betrayal and death, this Thursday at 7 p.m. on our church's Zoom. I hope you join us for worship either online or through calling in. And if you can have bread and cups together with you during the service, I'd love it if we could have our own memorial communion celebration from a distance through Zoom on Maundy Thursday, as we did on Palm Sunday. It will be a special way to remember Jesus' first offering of communion at that final meal. We'll also be having Easter Sunday Zoom celebration this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Please feel welcome to join us and to remember the gift and promise of Easter together, whether by signing in or calling in on Zoom. If you're not really sure how to access Zoom, let me know, or Jan, our office manager, or one of our other church leaders, so we can help answer any question and help you access these services. As most of you know, I've been having an 8 a.m. morning prayer on Zoom and also a 5 p.m. socialization time, fellowship time that I'm calling happy hour. And if you want to try out Zoom sometime where there's not a crowd and I can talk you through it, morning prayer at 8 or the fellowship time I'm calling happy hour would work with that. In addition to our normal Maundy Thursday and Easter Sunday services, watch your email and watch our Facebook because I've put together some virtual prayer experiences for you to take part in on your own or with family on Good Friday or Holy Saturday. And Jan will be emailing those out to you, and they'll also be available on Facebook. I hope all of these different virtual worship experiences help deepen your experience of the Easter season. As our midweek devotional over Holy Week, I wanted to share with you some words that really has spoken to me this week in my own time of devotional. I want to share some words from one of my favorite authors, the late Catholic pastor, counselor, and teacher Henri Nouwen, from his book, You Are the Beloved. And in this reading, he talks about the relationship of the love of God expressed in Jesus' life, suffering, death, and resurrection, both the love and the events that we celebrate every Holy Week and every Easter. The relationship between this love and our seeking of a sense of home and shelter, as well as our experience of suffering. And I really think, at least for me, shelter, home, and suffering are all things that have been on my mind, and I bet have been on your mind as we begin this journey that may have suffering during this period of COVID-19 emergency in our country, and also as we shelter from home. Listen to Nouwen's words. The first love, which is the Easter love we celebrate, the first love says, you are loved long before other people can love you, or you can love others. You are accepted long before you can accept others or receive their acceptance. You are safe long before you can offer or receive safety. Home is the place where that first love dwells and speaks gently to us. It requires discipline to come home again and listen, especially when our fears are so noisy that they keep driving us outside of ourselves. But when we grasp the truth that we already have a home in God, we may at last have the strength to unmask the illusions created by our own fears and continue to return again and again and again to our true home in God. The mystery of God's love is not that our pain is taken away, but that God first wants to share that pain with us. Out of God's solidarity with us comes new life. God is our God, the God of the living. In the divine womb of God, life is always born again. The truly good news of Easter is that God is not a distant God, a God to be feared and avoided, a God of revenge. But the God of Easter, our God, is a God who moves by our pains, who's moved by our pains, and who participates in the fullness of our human struggle. We are not alone, but God is with us. Friends, know that from my home to yours, I wish you as deep and meaningful a Holy Week and Easter season as you can find. In this time that reminds us that the season of Easter is not just about rabbits and eggs, not about the externals we often focus on that some of us won't be able to participate in, but instead about that power of love that gives us a home in God and an assurance that God is with us. The power of love that brings new life and new light that breaks forth, even in the midst of darkness as deep as death. May this love carry you in yours this Easter season, this Holy Week, and all of your days. God bless.